Welcome back. We hope that so far this tutorial series has given you a better understanding of the FAIRe guidelines and introduced you to some of the tools we've developed to make formatting eDNA data easier, faster, and more accurate. We know that there's a lot of information packed into these guidelines and these videos, and at first it might seem like following the FAIRe format is just going to add extra work to your already busy schedule, and we understand that feeling. One of the most common pieces of feedback we receive is that formatting that very first data set takes a lot of effort. But once you've gone through that process once, that second and third and subsequent data sets after become much quicker and easier to format. You'll already know how to navigate the data templates, how to enter data correctly into each field, things like primer information, ENVO terms to describe your sites and samples. Once you've done that once, you can reuse those values on your subsequent data sets. Many users also find it helpful to start using the FAIRe templates from the very beginning of a project. They can be used as field sampling sheets and for day-to-day data management. For example, by recording information such as decimal latitude and longitude or ISO date and time formats from the beginning, you'll have a lot less reformatting to do later. We've also received encouraging feedback from users who use the templates not only for data publication, but also just as a consistent way to organize data across multiple projects within your organization. Keeping everything in the same structure makes data sets easier to manage, understand, compare, and reuse over time. At the same time, we know there's still plenty of room for improvement. So far, we've focused on supporting the most common eDNA workflows, particularly qPCR targeted assays and metabarcoding, but we do plan to expand support for additional workflows such as dPCR. And we're also continuing to develop new tools and scripts, as well as coordinating the existing ones within a package, which will be exciting. The FAIRe guidelines and resources continue to evolve, so please stay tuned for future updates and new tools on our web pages or on our GitHub repositories that you can see here. And your feedback plays an important part in shaping the future of FAIRe, and it already has improved, many of the tools shown in these videos. Whether it's a suggestion for improving guidelines, making tools more user-friendly, we'd love to hear feedback, via email, GitHub issues, however you see fit. So we'd just like to thank you once again for watching this tutorial series. And now that we've gone over the FAIRe eDNA data standard and some of the associated tools, we're going to continue onwards with some more tutorials on things like data publication workflows, laboratory protocol management, OBIS, and more. So we look forward to seeing all the valuable data sets that you share with the community.